Welcome to the Explainer. Today, we're diving straight into a totally impartial analytical breakdown of a frankly wild proposal aimed right at the heart of American rail travel. We've actually gotten our hands on an executive briefing from Titan Software Inc. It's a B2B pitch directed straight at Amtrak leadership, and their goal? To completely overhaul and modernize our aging passenger rail system. We're going to break down the actual source material of this pitch and see exactly how Titan envisions replacing our current paper and punch reality with this highly connected, AI-driven ecosystem. So, what if your face was your train ticket? I want you to imagine, just for a second, bypassing literally everything you currently associate with getting on a train. No fumbling around for a crinkled paper ticket, no furiously trying to pull up a QR code on a cracked phone screen while people wait behind you, no waiting for a conductor to manually scan your pass, and definitely no standing in those massive bottlenecked boarding lines. Titan is asking Amtrak leadership this exact question. What if your mere physical presence, literally just your face, was the only ticket you ever needed? Now, the core of Titan's pitch relies on contrasting the heavy, annoying friction of today with the seamless flow of tomorrow. I mean, let's face it, today's reality is incredibly manual, right? Passengers buy tickets, they wait in these static boarding areas, strain to hear manual overhead announcements, and then line up for conductors to visually inspect their passes. And as passenger volumes grow, well, so do boarding times and labor costs. It's a compounding problem. But Titan's vision? They're proposing a completely digitized environment. We are talking biometric verification, instant automated gates, and predictive passenger flow. It is a complete paradigm shift from reactive management to proactive intelligence. To understand exactly how they plan to pull this off, we're going to cover 4 key areas today. 1. The connected AI station. 2. Predictive power and edge AI. 3. Security and digital twins. And finally, 4. The rollout strategy. Okay, let's dive into this with Section 1, the connected AI station. We're going to look at the actual physical environment passengers would interact with. Titan provided this conceptual blueprint, and it's pretty revealing. Notice the Titan biometric gate right there in the foreground. That acts as the physical threshold for passengers. Behind it, you can see an Acela train just ready for boarding. And if you look up to the top right, you'll spot the Titan executive dashboard, aggregating station metrics in real time. The big takeaway here is that this isn't just a collection of disjointed, separate systems. According to the pitch, absolutely every component, from the gate itself to the AI processing unit, is deeply integrated into one unified platform. Let's zero in on that gate for a second. The Titan biometric gate is literally designed to replace the conductor's scanner entirely. Inspired by modern European transit tech, as a passenger approaches, this gate simultaneously checks 5 critical data points. It verifies passenger identity, ticket validity, boarding authorization, passenger flow status, and security conditions. And it does the whole shebang in mere seconds. There's zero manual intervention required. If you're cleared, boom, the glass doors slide open instantly. But here's the cool part. It doesn't just act like a bouncer. It acts as your personal concierge. As you walk through, the screen on the gate, which is powered by the Titan AI assistant, creates a personalized mini-narrative for your journey. It welcomes you by your name, confirms your face verification, and immediately pops up your train number, your specific platform, your exact seat location, and even connection info. It's basically taking that massive, confusing departure board we all stare at and personalizing it onto a screen you glance at for maybe 2 seconds while you stroll onto the platform. Section 2. Predictive power and edge AI. This is the invisible layer. How on earth does a station process thousands of these personalized interactions simultaneously without, completely crashing? Now, what's really interesting about this slide is how they handle the tech architecture. They aren't beaming all this heavy, high-resolution biometric data back and forth to some distant cloud server somewhere. Instead, they utilize edge AI. This simply means that the heavy artificial intelligence processing happens locally, right there at the physical station, powered by integrated hardware. If you look closely at the hardware specs provided in Titan's concept art, the gates are powered by NVIDIA Jetson AGX Orin processors. These boast 275 TOPS, which basically means the system can process trillions of operations per second, entirely locally. This massive local processing power guarantees low latency, meaning the gates open instantly, no awkward pausing, it allows for real-time decisions, it significantly reduces expensive cloud computing costs, and it actually enhances passenger privacy by keeping your data local. Crucially, it guarantees much higher reliability. Think about it. If the station loses its external internet connection, the boarding gates don't just freeze up. The station continues to operate smoothly. Think about the traditional method for a moment. It reacts to a crowded platform only after the crowd is already formed, usually relying on historical trends. But Titan's system utilizes what they call predictive boarding. The AI is continuously evaluating passenger arrival patterns, train schedules, and overall station activity in real time. By crunching all this data, the system literally predicts congestion before it happens. This allows station managers to proactively fix bottlenecks, maybe by opening up more gates or routing passengers differently, well before a massive, frustrated crowd forms. It's a real game changer. Moving on to Section 3, Security and Digital Twins. With all of this data flowing locally through the station, oversight fundamentally changes for administrators and security personnel. Looking back at the physical gate, I want you to look past the main screen. Check out the visual overlays on the right side of the gate and on the people in the background. You can see these bounding boxes around individuals and their belongings. The system is performing real-time luggage verification and monitoring the physical space between people to detect tailgating. This right here is the Titan Security Intelligence System in action. Using this continuous computer vision, the platform automatically flags specific security anomalies. It spots unauthorized access, someone trying to tailgate through an open gate right behind an approved passenger, wrong direction movement in a secured corridor, and even abandoned objects. But the key here is that security personnel receive instant alerts about these specific events without ever needing to stop or inconvenience the flow of normal, approved passengers. And this brilliantly illustrates the macro-level benefit for Amtrak executives. Because every single gate, camera, and passenger interaction is digitized, Titan proposes creating a digital twin of the station. This is a continuous digital replica that mirrors exactly what is happening in the real world. So executives sitting hundreds of miles away can just pull up their dashboard and actually see passenger movement, resource utilization, and overall station performance in real time. They can even use this twin to simulate potential future scenarios for data-driven planning. Finally, let's hit Section 4, the rollout strategy. Proposing a complete technological overhaul of a 40-year-old transit system is obviously a massive undertaking. So how do they actually plan to build it? Let's move to and see how this builds. Titan proposes a very deliberate, incremental, 5-phase strategy to minimize risk and avoid the total chaos of a massive overnight overhaul. Phase 1 starts with analytics and dashboards to begin understanding the current data. Phase 2 introduces a localized biometric boarding pilot program. Next, Phase 3 rolls out the predictive boarding logic we talked about. Phase 4 establishes that complete station digital twin. And finally, Phase 5 connects all of this into a massive nationwide enterprise network. It's a smart, stepping-stone approach to modernization. The briefing concludes with this rather bold statement. The future of smart transportation starts here. Titan's thesis is crystal clear. Amtrak has a unique opportunity, not just to update a few old scanners, but to completely leapfrog into creating one of the most advanced, interconnected passenger environments in all of North America. They're basically arguing that this technology isn't science fiction. It exists right now, today, just waiting to be integrated. Which leaves us with the ultimate question as passengers. The Titan AI Smart Station platform promises unprecedented speed. We're talking boarding in seconds, zero friction, and proactive management of delays. But getting that requires walking into a fully monitored, biometrically verified, digitally twinned environment where your face is literally your currency. It's the ultimate trade-off, isn't it? Total transit convenience versus pervasive tracking. So having seen the pitch and the technology, are you ready to step through the biometric gate?